Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more of the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's take a look at our character. We have a trusty crossbow. We've got engraved lucky bracers. These bracers grant the wearer +1 bonus to their armor class and to their saves, which is pretty cool. And then scale mail, 5 armor class. And then an important thing to look at is also the max dexterity. So this armor class allows you to bring in 3 from Dex. We only have a +2, so that's not going to be an issue. But that is something that you kind of need to look at when you're choosing what armor. If you're a very dexterous person, sometimes wearing a very heavy armor, even though the base armor class looks like it's going to be very high, actually kind of hinders you because you can't receive as much of your Dex bonus with it too. Then arcane spell failure chance, as if this is going to be wielded or used by a spellcaster, like a wizard or something, but we are not a wizard, so we don't have to worry about that. And then Melko has no inventory, but they do have this gore attack, which is pretty neat. Damage 1d8 +1. +1 is going to be from their strength, so melee attacks, unless you take a special feat, are going to get bonus damage from your strength. And then the attack is sort of +4 because it's based off of their dexterity, which is pretty cool. Then they also have what? I guess these are all just gore attacks. Okay, so these are the different weapon slots. So at any time, we can have 4 different weapons equipped at the same time and switch between the 4 of them. I believe that does add to the encumbrance of your character as well. And then, yeah, okay. Let us proceed onward with me and Melko. And I believe I'll try, but I believe I cannot mount. Yeah, one size bigger than the rider. All right. So we're going to put that at the side. Fight defensively. I don't know how often we're going to be doing that. Can you calm down? Rocks? Jeez. Change shape is the thing where we can change between a human and a man. Don't need to use that. Tactician. What is this? At first level, a Cavalier receives a teamwork feat as a bonus feat. He must meet the prerequisites for this feat. As a standard action, the Cavalier can grant his teamwork feat to all allies within 30... Oh, I didn't even read this. So we can grant our teamwork feat to all allies within 30 feet who can see and hear him. Allies retain the use of this bonus feat for 3 rounds plus 1 round for every 2 levels a Cavalier possesses. I didn't even read this. Somehow I didn't even read this. Oh shit, we're even cooler than I thought we were. We can use this once per day at first level plus 1 additional time per day at 5th level and every 5 levels thereafter. Oh, but it's just 1 time per day. So this is going to be you want to reserve this for an important fight then. Okay. Still, that's pretty cool. And then you choose which teamwork feat. We only know the one right now, but that's pretty cool. I like that. But we're going to put that over there because I mostly put abilities over here with like support abilities and things that we're not really going to be actively pressing that many times. Charge. Everybody gets charged. You get a bonus to your attack and a negative to your AC for the round when you charge somebody. And then challenge is one of our feats, or one of our things that we already covered before. And we can do this, what is that, 1 time a day? I think it's 1 time a day right now. Okay. And then Melko can accept rage. So Inspire Rage is a specific class that we do not have. We can just take it off the bar. You can move through a threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity from an enemy by using acrobatics. When moving this way, you move at half speed. What is our acrobatics on Melko? Acrobatics. Oh, does that just fall under like athletics? Or not? So like in D&D, acrobatics is its own skill, but I guess that's not something here. Okay, well, it's good to know. Oh, Sila. Sorry. Let me talk to you. There we go.
Oh, holy mother of...
A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey!
Hi.
Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Let's see. What can we do here? Athletics, we have a +4. We have a +0 to Knowledge World. I'm not going to be evil. We're going to have to get you out from under there. I'll try my best. We failed. Shit. You have to work hard to get the wounded woman from under the rubble. At last, the knight stops to catch her breath and wipe sweat from her brow.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sila.
Hello,
Paladin
Sila.
by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
I agree.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I am a traveler. I just wound up out here by chance.
Call me superstitious if you want, or maybe cynical. But I just don't believe in chance or coincidences.
How many stories around the tavern table have started with those very words?
Right enough. I have this habit, see, anytime somebody starts yakking about blind chance, it always turns out that the thing was as far from a quirk of fate as you could want. Sorry, don't take it personal like. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Yeah, gonna be a little hard to go up there, isn't it?
To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Here, here. The 3 of us also. Melko is a warrior, so, you know. Alright, Sila. Sila is not an elk. Sila is, let's see, strength 16. She is a paladin. Serve as a beacon for their allies within the chaos of battle. While deadly opponents of evil, they can also empower goodly souls to aid in their crusades. Their magical and martial skills also make them well suited to defending others and blessing the fallen with the strength to continue fighting. Very high armor class, probably because of her armor. Banded mail, because she's also wearing a heavy shield. Let's take a look at her abilities. Oh, it is unusual to find so much cheer in a person with such a dark past, and strange to see a former thief and a street urchin wearing the shiny armor of Iomade's paladin. This young woman has forged her faith from the pain of her losses and her thirst for justice and redemption. She has managed to preserve her compassion and kindness underneath her steel armor. Will this become Sila's weakness, leading her to ultimate ruin? She is fatigued. -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. That's not good. I wonder if we can rest. It's probably too early to do that already. Okay, abilities. Feats. She's proficient with all armors. She's proficient with most weapons. Her shield gives her a +1. You become proficient. Oh, no. This is just she's proficient with all shields. She has dodge. Gives her a +1 bonus to her AC, which is a dodge bonus. And then here we go. She gets a -1 out of shields. So her +2 heavy shield is actually giving her a +3, which is why she has such a high armor class. Special abilities. She can smite evil. So as a swift action, she can basically hit a creature with a debuff, which allows her to do higher attack rolls and damage rolls against that person. And they also automatically bypass damage resistance of the creature, but only if they are evil. They have to be specifically of evil alignment. Besides that, not too much. She is skilled. Gain an additional skill rank at first level and 1 additional rank whenever they gain a level. Being skilled. Okay. That is her. Alright. Her abilities here, Smite Evil. She has Charge, Fight Defensively. I'm just going to put Fight Defensively on right now. So Fight Defensively gives her a -4 penalty on attack rolls, but she gains a +2 dodge bonus to armor class. So also if you have 3 ranks in mobility, you get a +3 bonus when fighting defensively instead, which maybe we want to invest in her to do that, probably, I think. But yeah, all right, let's go.
Keep your calm.
We got some loot. The deer opened the loot. Oh shit. Okay, take all that. All right, hold on. What do we got? Oh, I see a spear. I see a spear. Do we have a warhammer? That's a short spear, not a long spear, though. We have a long sword, a cloak of resistance, which gives a bonus to all saving throws. I'm going to give that to Sila. Fancy cloak. We do have a cold iron long spear. Oh, shit. Now, I did play through this before, but I thought I got this later in the playthrough. I thought this was like 4 hours in or something. But, no. Okay. So, we already have a long spear, which is pretty cool because we have a weapon-focused long spear, so that's why we're giving a +5. The other one is the weapon focus. Neat. This is just a heavy shield, which she doesn't need. Cold iron longsword. We are going to equip her with that for reasons. That's just a standard flail, standard longsword, standard spear. Okay, and then the bow. I don't know if we're ever going to need to equip a bow, but I will have it on our back just in case. Alright. Wait, the elk is in the front? Hold up. Or Melko? No. Sila's in the front. I'll be behind. We'll put Melko on the side. Is this loot? Oh, yeah. So this is a dragon scale. This is Terindalev's scale. So this can actually bring people back from the dead. So pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. At level 1, that's not something you can typically do.
There are many rooms to success.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood. Oh, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at any moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sila, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it.
She relaxes.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when...
Her self-control falters.
I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terindalev, I can't wrap my head around it.
I feel like we don't know Terindalev good enough to say this. Like, we just met her, and we just saw her get destroyed, so, tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches the polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. It's in her picture, too. Well, what happened to this guy?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far. Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library.
Oh!
He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
He was the guy who said, I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen. Oh, shit. Well, do you want to come with us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Alright, well, let's keep moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor
Agreed.
bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Okay. Let's do that. A masterwork dagger. We can actually sell masterwork daggers for a higher price, which is pretty neat. Alright, so we have Camellia. Camellia is a spirit hunter. Most shamans seek spirits to learn from them. Spirit hunters pursue them to eliminate. Some of these loners are on a quest to rid the world of evil spirits and restless ghosts. Others fight spirits to gain more power, and some join the wars spirits wage among themselves, no matter how mysterious and inscrutable for a mortal's mind these could be. Spirit hunters learn to enchant their weapons so it can harm the incorporeal enemies as easily as mortal flesh. A very high dex bonus. My goodness. She has a buckler and a rapier. A cold iron rapier, even. Abilities. She is a half-elf. Naturalistic philosophy based on the belief of natural forces. She was a courtier. She has Object Bond, which allows her to refresh one of her spells one time of day. Spirit Weapon Enhancement makes her weapon get a +1 bonus, and then that bonus will increase as her level increases. And then we can actually use that enhancement to take it away and replace it with the Ghost Touch Spirit Enhancement. So this allows her to damage incorporeal forms with all of her attacks. So incorporeal creatures take 50% damage reduction from non-magical, like non-Ghost Touch weapons, stuff like that. And she can enhance her blade so that she ignores that. And then Battle Spirit will give all of us a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls for 1 round. Shaman can use this ability for a number of rounds per day equal to 3 plus her charisma modifier, which is a 1. Okay, and they don't need to be consecutive. So that's kind of neat. Let's see. Light armor, medium armor, simple weapon proficiency. She has weapon finesse so that she uses her dex bonus instead of her strength score, which is why she's at a +5. Keen senses for being an elf, so she's good on perception checks. And she gets a +2 racial saving throw bonus against enchantment spells and effects for being half-elf. And then on top of that, she is wearing this amulet. Which is currently unidentified, which is interesting. At some point, I automatically identified this, and what this amulet does is that it hides the, your alignment. So we do not know what her alignment is. So if we go to, where is that at? Where's it listed at? Biography. So biography, we don't know what her alignment is. Sila is a lawful good character. Melko doesn't have any. I'm a chaotic good character, but we don't know. We don't know Camellia, because this amulet hides, which is kind of interesting. Camellia has both youth and talent in her favor. She tirelessly fights demons and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from her fellow warriors. It's hard to tell if this is the arrogance inherent to some people of noble birth, or if she has another reason for keeping her companions at arm's length. Ooh! Undetectable.
I will guide.
Save the last one for me.
Alright, so we're going to do turn-based mode. So this is explaining turn-based mode. There's an initiative queue, you get actions, stuff like that. Alright. So in turn-based mode, the centipedes are going first. So I can say, since I played this game before, there were only 2 centipedes in this encounter on the standard. So this is already very scary. Like, legit. She also comes with Enlarged Person and 2 casts of Cure Light Wounds. But yeah, this is very, very scary. Dismiss spell, if there is any lingering AoE spell effects after combat, you can hit this to dismiss them. But not during combat. Yeah, this is very scary. So we go from 2 centipedes to 5. Jesus. Alright, Melko. They rolled an 8, they needed a 9. That's okay. I am going to attack.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Okay. I rolled a 15 plus 7, and dealt 12 damage. Oh my god, that was max damage with that long spear. She's going to be fighting defensively. These centipedes, we can inspect them. They are neutral, which means Smite Evil is not going to work against them. They are immune to Mind Affecting, Compulsion, and Charmed. So behind the scenes, it's actually taking your character's knowledge world, knowledge arcana, knowledge religion. It's taking all your skill checks and doing a skill check in the background to see how much you actually know about your enemies. So if we have very low knowledge skills, we could actually fail our skill checks and not know anything about these creatures whatsoever. So you don't automatically know everything about everything. Alright, so let's turn that off. And we're just going to keep attacking.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
That's fine. Jesus. Thank goodness they're rolling pretty crappily. Alright, Camellia, just keep attacking. Nice. And then move. Can you not do a move action? I guess not. Melko. Roll a 2, need an 11. Roll a 2, need an 11. Damn, you got 3 attacks? Melko gets 3 attacks? Oh, right, it's a gore attack and then 2 hoof attacks. So, what happened there is that Melko only moved 5 feet instead of taking the entire move action. So, if you don't use your move action, you can do what's called a full attack action, and a full attack action will use your full amount of attacks. Now, not everybody has more than 1 attack at level 1, but Melko has 3. So, as long as we don't use their move action, they get to attack 3 times. Monks also have similar features, even at level 1.
So, it comes to this!
Jesus. Hell yeah, I'm a badass.
Into the fray.
Hell yeah, we're all badasses. Okay. But that is potentially scary. I know none of them hit us. But if there are 3 more centipedes, I'm already thinking about later combats. Like, oh, damn, that's actually going to be kind of be nuts. So, normally, unless the armor is special, I typically don't pick it up. Because in this game, there is a weight system. And so if you overload yourself with a bunch of heavy armor that doesn't actually, like, it's not worth that much, then you're just kind of wasting space and inventory, like, weight. So you're actually going to see me pass up a lot of armors and most likely a lot of weapons, because all the base stuff isn't really worth that much. It's not really worth carrying it to sell it to a vendor.
Watch out for trouble.
That is another one of Turundalev's scales. A giant fly. Very scary. Let's see. Let's charge. Cannot charge. Okay, I'm going to delay. Choose a position in the initiative queue to delay this character's turn. Let's move after the fly. By delaying the character's turn, you voluntarily reduce their initiative score for the rest of the combat. That's fine. We're going to charge. Oh, we can't charge. Oh, because we're fatigued. Okay, so this is interesting. The first time I played this, I did a successful skill check for rescuing the ranger, Anevia, and so she was not fatigued. But I guess if you fail the skill check, then that means Sila's fatigued from trying to get her free. Interesting. Very interesting.
Take you.
All right, so in this encounter, there's only 1 fly, and apparently there's at least 2.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Let's get Melko on this side of Sila. Needed a 4 or needed a 7, rolled a 4. Needed a 17.
You are today's sacrifice.
That's scary when she says that. Then I shall move up. Attack the fly.
Your choice.
I only needed a 6 to hit, and I missed.
Into the fray.
Okay, so that probably would give them an attack of opportunity if we move through here, so let's just keep attacking here. First attack, second attack, third attack, nice.
Go for their heart.
No fear!
Oh, shit.
No glory without risk.
Nice. Oh, get out of here. Okay.
keep your calm. Time to practice my combat.
I can't remember which way. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should be going down first. Okay, so we cannot use a move action, which I think means we are caught flat-footed, maybe? Yeah, we've been caught flat-footed by this enemy fly, I guess. I am just going to pass our turn here. We'll let the fly come to us. Or not. Oh, wait, no. We caught the enemy flat-footed. So we were able to get a move action for this turn and they couldn't act. That's what that is. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, shoot. Now I feel like an idiot. It's fine. Alright, move up. I did not understand that. There's now a centipede. Move the formation up. And then Sila will move in front. Won't be able to attack because we have to use a little bit of our standard action to move a little bit further. Because she's being weighed down by all that armor. These things are disgusting. Okay. Let's start with this.
I'll cut you wide open.
Melko. One centipede down.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Jesus.
The light take you.
This fly needs to roll a natural 20 to even
The
hit
spirits demand your
Sila.
blood.
Now, if we were not fighting defensively, it would, you know, not. It would need to roll what, an 18. Damn, that's so good.
So it comes to this.
Melko's so good.
The inheritor.
He's
Guide
good,
my
Elf.
blade.
You are today's sacrifice.
Okay. All right, so we want to go down here
To success.
because this is the side path.
Do not fear.
Oh,
Do
shit.
not waver.
No. Get away from me. Shit.
Go for their
I
heart.
have been hit. So what I can do is take a 5-foot step. So I'm going to hold down shift. So a 5-foot step takes your move action, but it means that an enemy cannot get an attack of opportunity on you for leaving its threatened square.
Into the fray.
I'm trying to attack.
No glory
Oh, I see. We're in a
without
full
risk.
move. I see. All right, Melko, can you do a 5-foot step? No. All right, move up as much as you need to. Good enough.
I'll cut you wide open.
And then let's do a 5-foot step back. Woo!
No fear.
Can't miss. Won't miss.
The light take you.
Awesome.
I will guide.
Okay, we have an inflict light wound scroll, a light mace, cure light wounds, and then braces of armor. So braces of armor increase your armor bonus by 1, but armor bonuses do not stack. So anybody wearing armor won't benefit from this because you take the highest armor bonus. So that means that no one in our team currently can even benefit from braces of armor because she has 4 armor. This only gives a +1. But she can use scrolls and inflict light wounds. I will take one of those cure potions and we'll give another cure potion to Sila. I like that it's represented on their belt too. Okay. So like braces of armor are good on monks who don't wear armor and you know, wizards, stuff like that.
Focus on the goal.
Loots? Rainbow quartz used for brewing potions or scribing. And then this is used for cooking. Because there is resting in this game, and you can cook.
We are the light.
I haven't really done much of that.
They are the darkness.
Okay, monitor lizard. Hello. Can we charge? I can charge. I want to charge. Hell yeah. Can you charge? You can charge. Charge. Oh god, you're so fast. I love it. Camellia, can you charge? Oh, that's secure. No, stop. Stop. Okay, so right now, she doesn't have charge on the 1 key. So right now she has a Cure Light Wounds ready to go. So what we're gonna do is next turn we're gonna have her use it on herself, I guess.
You can trust me. Well,
Oh, how do we get you to use it on yourself? There we go. Okay. She was already injured, so thankfully that's not a waste. Oh my god, we almost healed the frickin' lizard. So we tried to skin them, but we did not do a successful skinning. Ah, who is this chap?
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of vivisectionists who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduok!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
Hi. The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Dude. Demons are laying waste to Kenabres.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield mace. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying
Canabres.
up there. Please, show us the way out.
Are you tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low.
Oh.
We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of the Underground Crusaders before.
In Canabres, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight.
Well, that's just silly.
To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Uh-huh. So what is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
So what are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Sul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
So does this maze really lead to the surface? Let's ask about the holy... A sword of holy flame? How did that wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs, to be precise.
Excuse me? Gongs?
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Carry the one... Okay.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
She seems angry. So does this maze really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
I see. Well, we can find this sword faster if we work together. We'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Swordy.
Now
Yes.
we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
She's not a very happy camper there. Come here, Malco. Okay, so now is where we learn about hidden objects. So we're going to be finding a whole bunch of
What is that?
hidden objects here. Mostly, I believe, it's just like trash.
What do we have here?
What could this be? Oh, what could that be? So this is going against our perception checks. Room looks like an improvised museum or perhaps some kind of temple.
I found something.
Keep your calm.
No, what is that?
What's that there?
It's a lot of stuff. I wonder where the sword is. Let's check this one first. Not there. What? The sword was here the whole time. I'll let you know when we get up to where I had stopped the first playthrough. We still got a little ways to go. Okay. Story time. Hold on, let me take a drink of water. Alright. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Tokshin feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Tokshin's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in my back. My trusted allies and my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their treacherous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Tokshin intuits that he could control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Tokshin. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "L'Ariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the others, warriors of heaven, would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river. The images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance. His face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. Will save of 10, I have a +1, and no knowledge arcana. But Tokshin is determined to fight off the illusion, but Tokshin knows how to resist malign influence such as this, no matter its origin. We only need to roll a 10. I want to try and fight off or resist the malign influence. Oh no, let's do this one. I guess we got a +1. We failed. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Tokshin can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The Shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the Shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Tokshin senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing, like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Tokshin does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Tokshin's chest fades away. The edges of his scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Tokshin sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Tokshin senses that it will return. All he need do is call it. And now we got a sword. Or a ghost sword.
Hey, are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sila kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomade.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
Well, I'm the protagonist.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitors? The dying girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it.
You need to buy me dinner first, though.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sung. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Requires Angel Mythic Path and Reveal the Light of Heaven. So I could do this. Light on!
That is just... wow, I mean,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Right?
Heaven has truly blessed you.
Don't I know it?
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Alright. lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go.
We're
We'll
gonna help
take the
them.
short route. Well, the only route, really.
I mean, of course we're going to help them.
What do we have here?
But we're going to help them in the next episode, everybody. So that's going to do it for the second one. And I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.